Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is like the fourth time I tried to say this. It's not too hard, but we're going to be checking out this interesting knife today. As you can see, it's a United States Navy engineer knife made by Camillus, and it's kind of unusual. And if you'd like to hear more about that, go ahead and check out the video.
Soft. Soft punches. Conley, you okay? You good? You good, girl? You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready for some more? Don't go too hard, Aiden.
All right, guys, welcome back. We're going to check out this cool eye candy today right here. I want to say hi to all my viewers. Bonjour, privet, guten tag, hola, and ciao to my foreign viewers. And we're going to be checking out this really cool knife here today. As you saw in the intro, it is a engineer's knife, but it's only 3 blade, and that's kind of special. And so most of these engineer knives that you see are going to be 4-bladed or 2-bladed pocket knives. And not too often do you see the 3-bladed versions. This one is marked United States Navy. And if you look on the blade, it's a Camillus, New York, USA. It's only a 3 stamp. So this knife would probably date to 1943 or post 1943, and just a beautiful example right here. We'll just look at it here for a minute. Another thing you need to notice is the brass liners, and so this is one of the things. You can actually find brass liners on most of the engineer knives. Not most of them, but I'm talking about most of the different models that you see can have brass liners on them. Very rare though, and this is one of the models in which they put brass liners on the model. I think the U.S. Navy wanted that because of their seafaring, and the brass is more resistant to that. But it is unusual in an engineer knife to find those brass liners. This is not a civilian model. It's not a Frankenstein knife. It's just how it was made, and it's kind of unusual, as well as just having 3 blades. That's kind of unusual too. These are 3.5 inches. This one is jig bone. You can find a lot of these engineer knives are in pretty good shape. Some of them unissued shape. This one's seen some wear. You can see that the blade is worn down here. So somebody's used this knife, and it's still pretty tough. Look at the transition there. So well-made knife. The thing about these military knives is they're not known to be well-made. So as you look at them, there's a lot of let's say unfinished type of look to these knives, and that's because they pumped them out as fast as they could. They weren't worried about the buying market or the consumer. You can see down there, it's kind of, they didn't even hit the back spring at all, and that's kind of normal for these knives. But some of them are pretty nice. You can see the tang there. Look at this other one. Has the old style can opener. You can find a bunch of different style can openers on these engineer knives. In 1944, they came up with the hawk bill, and they converted after that. But probably most of the knives you see are going to have that older style can opener there on them. Really cool knife. really cool piece of history, and a little unusual, not your standard military pocket knife. You know, World War II was the first time they issued these pocket knives in mass. Knives of any form, like the K-bars, the Mark II, the Mark I fighting knives. In World War, in all previous wars, soldiers kind of had to come up with their own pocket knives and knives. The one exception to that is in World War I. You know, they did issue the signal corps knife, but that was just a limited basis type of thing. So these are really cool to collect. A lot of history in them. There's a lot of different variations. A bunch of different manufacturers made these knives. And if you do start collecting, this book right here, U.S. Military Pocket Knives by Michael Silva, is a good book to have. You can see here he goes through all the different variations of these knives. Actually, this is a knife that we're looking at. Ha! I didn't do that on purpose. I just opened the book up, and that's exactly what we're talking about right there. Alright guys, I really appreciate you supporting the channel. If you'd like to see more content like this, I'd love to have you subscribe. If you want to see knife videos, you need to probably subscribe anyhow, because I guess YouTube is just really cutting back on the access to these for some reason. I hope you have a great day.